Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Busisiwe, and if you're coming back, thank you for the love and support. I really do appreciate it. In today's tutorial, I'm just going to show you guys how to achieve this beautiful look. I hope you guys enjoy it. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I'm almost at 10,000 subscribers, guys. Please subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you're notified for my every upload. Enjoy. So guys, I've already primed my face. I used this Elizabeth Arden primer. It is good, but it's expensive. Okay, and then because I have large pores around, like on my cheeks, my nose, and my chin, I'm gonna go in with my Revlon primer as well. This is the mattifying and smoothing one. Is it? Yeah, perfecting and smoothing one. I'm just gonna apply it in the areas where I need it the most. And then I'm just gonna spray my Lasting Fix spray by Maybelline just to set the primers into my skin. Let it dry before you start applying your foundation. Also guys, I'm sorry about the noise. It's so windy outside, so there's nothing I can do about it. Now for foundation, I'm gonna use my Elizabeth Arden again. These two, only because one is too dark and one is too light, so I'm gonna mix the two. One is in shade 450N and one is in shade 430W. Guys, I'm showing you things. Aren't you excited for me? Excited for me? Anyway, I'm just gonna use 2 pumps of each. I'm gonna use my damned beauty blender, guys. This beauty blender has seen it all. Please don't laugh at me. This is the best beauty blender that I own. It is so soft and it does the job. But these foundations actually came with a brush, but I prefer to use a beauty blender. I don't know why. I feel like it just looks better with a beauty blender. But sure, I really don't care much about the perfect foundation shade. I just feel like I'm still gonna highlight and cream contour. Doesn't need to be too light or too dark, but at least, you know, it should be close to my skin tone. But it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. I actually love this foundation. It is not full coverage. I feel like it's medium coverage and you need to build it up for it to be a full coverage. I think you just need 2 layers, but it's good anyway. Don't forget your neck, especially when your foundation doesn't match you 100%. I hate it when people forget it, because then when it comes to your pictures, literally this part here looks lighter and then this part here looks darker, and I'm like, girl, not even fashion can fix that. Blend your foundation down to your neck and chest. Depends what you're wearing, of course. Don't forget, yo guys, don't forget this part. Like, makeup will embarrass you, hey? Makeup will embarrass you. Isn't this foundation perfect? Like, isn't this just perfect? You see what I mean? It's not full coverage because I can see with this mark here, but it's cool. It's cool. It's probably because I also blended so much. And then for concealer, I'm gonna use my Fit Me by Maybelline. This is in the shade 25, if you can see it. I'm just gonna apply it under my eyes, the bridge of my nose, and my chin. I love concealer. Like, I love concealer so much. I don't think I'd survive without concealer. I really don't. Oh yeah, this tutorial was gonna be a question tag. I was gonna answer the questions that you guys sent me on Instagram. I tried it yesterday. The video was like 1 hour long, and I can't really edit it because then you guys won't see how I'm applying my makeup, so it's quite pointless. So I don't know how people do it. It's so hard to try. Guys, I love concealer, so I apply a generous amount. You don't have to. I just love it, so I do it anyway. Yeah, I don't know how people do it, but I think that maybe I should try it again. And instead of explaining what I'm doing, I should just answer the questions. I think that would be much easier and quicker. I don't know. I'm gonna use the same beauty blender to blend that out. Make sure that you use the same concealer shade that you used to carve out your brows, or else your brows will look lighter and you're gonna have that line, and that's not cute. That is not cute. Or just use foundation actually at the top, don't use concealer. So what I like to do is I blend out the edges of my concealer, and then I'm gonna let it sit to give me more coverage. So what happens is when you let your concealer sit for like 2 minutes, it dries up, therefore it gives you better coverage because it is not watery, so it doesn't move too much. Get it? To cream contour my face, I'm gonna use my foundation stick by Revlon in the shade Cappuccino. I've had this stick for like so long. I put a generous amount on my forehead because, like I said, I want my forehead to look smaller, so this will make my forehead look smaller. I'm gonna put it here and my nose. And then I'm gonna blend that out with an angled brush from Wet n Wild. I need to get new brushes. I don't know why. I'm so lazy. One thing about me, if I have something that works, I'm not gonna buy it. So clearly I'm waiting for this brush to break. It is everyone asking me to do a tutorial on my hair. There's mohawk batong. But I get it because I actually did search on YouTube on how to do it. So I get what you're saying. I really do get what you guys are saying and asking for. And a lot of you guys actually asked me about working with brands. I feel like I'll just do a video dedicated on that. But really, I did nothing much, eh? Just tag those brands, mention the products that you use, tag them, you know? And the most important thing actually is not just to tag them. You have to be good at what you do. I feel like some people just tag brands, but they work high for leveling. You know what I mean? I feel like you have to be good at what you do and produce good work, quality work. Then obviously once you tag them, they will scout you out and work with you. Some people do actually email brands. I haven't, only because I don't know what the hell I'm gonna say. But also I feel like I would need just a manager to do that for me, because I can't imagine emailing a brand and then they decide not to work with me. I'd be so hacked. So I don't know to put myself in that position, to be quite honest. So I don't know, I just don't have the guts yet, but maybe one day. I don't know, we shall see. Guys, do you see what cream contouring does to your face? Like, it brings back all the life that you need. So now I'm gonna go back and blend out that concealer. The beauty of art. Then you'll get people going, yo, I don't like to apply makeup. I don't like to apply a lot of products. No, it's because you don't know how to, girl. Like, buanete, you just don't know how to. Because if you knew how to, you would. You would. Trust me, you would. But yo, you have too much makeup on. Why do you apply so many products? Because it works for me and I love it. Why don't you? No, it's because I don't love it. I actually don't love makeup. I love to look natural. No. Don't lie. It's because you don't know how to apply makeup. That's the problem. Because for me, it's like, if you don't like it, then why do you apply it maybe like on your graduation day, on your weddings day, on your, you know what I mean? Because when I write them, so why it says lying? You are lying. You just don't know how to. I hate people who are like that. They annoy me. Oh. And those are the people who actually like stalk your accounts. Those are the people. I know. Anyway, I always make sure that I go back because everything has to be blended out, or else this is how you're gonna look, and this is not how you're supposed to look before you set your face. Because once you set your face, like, there's nothing more you can do. You can't go back and fix this problem. So make sure that you always go back and blend everything properly. This is how you're supposed to look after concealer, cream contouring, and all those things. You're not supposed to look lighter than what you actually are. Okay, maybe under your eyes, but everywhere else, Just gonna sort of blend this part here because I don't want to look like like my face is going down. No, you know what I mean? One thing about me, guys, I love blending. I don't love blending, but like, I make sure that I blend. I make sure that I blend. Because if you don't blend, it ain't gonna look right. Okay, so this step is not necessary, but I love it. I feel like you should set your face with a pressed powder before you go in with your loose powder. So I'm gonna use my Revlon pressed powder in the shade medium beige under my eyes, and then for my whole face, my full face, I'm gonna use this one in the shade natural tan. I just feel like loose powder doesn't give you the coverage that you're looking for. It does set your face, but it doesn't give you coverage. Am I making sense? So I'm just gonna use this one. This is in the shade warm beige under my eyes and basically everywhere I highlighted, because this one is a bit lighter. Oh, and the brush I'm using is by Elizabeth Arden. Guys, this brush is like $4.50. Like, I'm not laughing. Hey, I just don't understand why. Like, but I love it. It works, guys. It's worth the price, I guess. You know. Ooh. Can you guys see what I'm talking about when I'm talking about coverage? Not like your loose powder. I feel like your loose powder only like the beige under your eyes. I don't know how to explain it, but it doesn't look flawless for me. That's my own opinion. Oh, that's beautiful. Let me come closer and show you guys. Can you guys see the coverage that I'm talking about? Can you guys see what I'm talking about? Like, I love it. I love it. Guys, I haven't even used loose powder yet. You know what I mean? Do you guys know what I mean? Like, this makes me so happy. This makes me so happy. Like, the papaya. And then I'm gonna set my cream contour with my fave by Maybelline pressed powder. This is in the shade 350 caramel. I've had this for like I don't know how long. I love it, but sometimes I just feel like it is a bit too light. You have to set your creams. I actually have a friend who claims, because she doesn't know what she's talking about. She says she doesn't like to set her face because she looks matte. Like you don't even set your concealer. She's like, yeah, I don't. Like, no, girl, what are you doing? You have to set your creams. The thing is, setting your face doesn't mean you're gonna look this matte like the whole day. You're probably just gonna look like matte for like 2 hours, guys. Especially when you're outside. You know, it's just to keep your makeup intact. It's like waist trainer, basically. You know, setting your face is like waist trainer. It suck everything in. You know? So I don't understand people who don't set. Like I said, you don't have to take this long. It's just that Busisiwe, I love to take my time. But you must take your time when it comes to your face. Actually, it is your face. Why are you in a rush? It is your face. Take your time. Take your time. So now it's time to set my nose. So I'm gonna take a smaller brush because I learned something. Guys, I also watch tutorials, okay? I learned that you must bring it in like this, you know? Like that. So that it looks more defined. I never used to do that. See? Watching tutorials will teach you something new. But also you must blend it in, okay? Don't just put it there because then it's not gonna look how it's supposed to look. Guys, my eyes are so painful. They even look painful. I think it's this light. Anyway, I'm about to use my loose powder, my banana loose powder by Makeup Revolution. It is almost done. I've had this for a year. A whole year, guys. A whole year. So what's nice about setting with loose powder is that you don't need to bake, because baking makes you look ashy, especially if your loose powder is not your shade. Guys, hey, wait a second, sorry. I don't know why a lot of people think that translucent loose powder is for everyone, especially drugstore, mark my words, drugstore doesn't have the best translucent powder. I disagree. I personally disagree. I feel like translucent powder is only in high end, okay? Because you're gonna look ashy, you're gonna have flashbacks. You know, when you go to an event and then bagotsari picture, you're gonna be one of those girls by look about white. Don't stop it. Stop it. So I'm just gonna set my chin first, actually, and then my 5 head, and then under my eyes. And then I don't like to bake, so I'm just gonna take my setting brush by Cosmetics, and I'm gonna tap it into my skin. Don't drag it, tap it in, because you don't want to lift all the hard work that you worked for. It is important that you tap it into your skin, honey. I love to leave a bit here, but I'm gonna apply some more because I feel like sometimes it looks dark and I want it to look light. So I always go back to my powder and make sure that my nose is still alive. Not too much though, just a little bit, because you don't want it to look too dark. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to my loose powder. I'm just gonna take a bit and then I'm just gonna apply it like here. This is the only part where I bake because I don't mind it. I'd rather look awake under my eyes than look white. I don't get it. Don't forget, this part will embarrass you during the peoples. Make sure that you blend that. I look so weird. I'm gonna press it in. I'm gonna go into this new complexion press powder by Revlon. This is in the shade Cool Tan. This is how it looks. And guys, how cute is this brush? She's so cute. I'm gonna use this to set the rest of my face. One thing about me, I'm not gonna apply my loose powder here because then I'm gonna look ashy. I'm gonna look white. Stop doing that. Especially if you watch my tutorials. Please stop it. Like, I just don't get it. I don't understand. So now it's time for my eyes. I'm just gonna apply concealer to prep for my eyeshadow. I'm not gonna apply a lot. You don't need a lot. Okay, just a little bit. Just a little bit. I'm using my Fit Me concealer. So for my eyes, I'm gonna use my two favorite eyeshadow palettes. One is from NYX Cosmetics. This is the Swear by It eyeshadow palette. Unfortunately, I don't think you can get it anymore, but you can get 50% off NYX products. They have a sale at Clicks, so go check it out. Maybe you'll find other palettes. I don't know what's happening with NYX, to be quite honest, so I won't answer to anything. And then I'm gonna use my Makeup Revolution eyeshadow palette. This is my favorite eyeshadow palette. It is dirty, okay? It is dirty because I always apply loose powder here. Just everything, okay? Everything. So I'm sorry. I am gonna clean my makeup products, okay? I will clean them someday. So I already know what look I'm going for because I did it yesterday. Like I said, I was trying to film a makeup tutorial video answering questions. It didn't work out because it was too long. So I'm gonna do the same look. I'm gonna take this shade right over here and this shade here. I'm gonna use those two shades. This palette doesn't have names, it has numbers, as you can see, and I'm not gonna count those numbers, unfortunately. So before I start, I'm gonna set like my brow bone, or like sort of close to my brows, because I don't want any eyeshadow there. So I'm gonna go in with my first shade, and this shade is gonna be my transition shade. So you tap, tap, tap like tap it in, then blend it in circular motions because that's quicker. Don't drag it up, down, left, right. I'll try not to. I mean, it happens, you know what I mean? It happens, but try not to. I feel like I need some more though, so I'm just gonna pack it in. For my second shade, I'm gonna use the same brush. It has two sides. That's why I love it. So I'm just gonna take the second shade and sort of press it into my crease. I want the shade to be directly on my crease. I'm gonna use a darker shade after this, but I love to sort of build up my shades because it makes it easier to blend out. So basically, this is how it's supposed to look, but you need to blend it out. Don't walk out the house looking like this. You need to blend it out. So I'm just gonna use this brush, but I'm gonna switch it like now. And then I'm done with this palette. So I'm gonna use my Makeup Revolution eyeshadow palette, and oh, my eyes are so painful. From this palette, I'm going to use this shade and this shade and this shade. Okay, I'm gonna take the brown and I'm gonna put it directly on my crease because I want this part to be a bit darker. And yes, you can skip the second shade that I used, but like I said, I love to build up my shades because it's easier for me to blend it out. If I use a lighter shade and a darker shade, then I'm gonna have to blend forever, and I don't want to. So I'm gonna take a bit of my concealer. This is almost finished. I love this concealer so much, guys. I buy it all the time, but I keep these ones for like small things, you know. I mean, there's still some product, right? Guys, I'm so hungry. Even my tummy is crying. So like this is, you see, there is product. So this is the amount I'm gonna use. I'm just gonna put a bit on my lid. I'm not doing a cut crease, but obviously I want the color to pay off, so I need to apply concealer because obviously there's nothing there. It's all brown. So I'm just gonna apply it on the lid, like just like so. Nothing hectic. So I'm gonna take my lid shade, which is this one, the second lightest shade on this palette. I'm gonna use the same brush. Tap it off just so that you don't have any fallout. So I'm gonna go in with like my smaller fluffy brush. I love this brush so much. This is by, I think, Carla from Busisiwe. I'm not sure because I can't see the name anymore. I'm gonna use my last shade, which is the shade right over here. So I'm gonna put this on the outer edge and I'm just gonna blend it in to my lid like so. Just press this into your skin, don't drag it, because then you're gonna have, like, you know, strokes on your face and you don't want that. And then I'm gonna go to the shade gear and blend my under eye. So I just drew a line for my false eyelashes because I need it. Okay, I just need it. And then I'm just gonna use blush from Revlon. This is in the shade Hot Cheeks. I'm not gonna apply a lot, and I'm gonna tap it on my hand to warm it up because it is pigmented, child. This is too much blush, to be quite honest, but we move because what can you do? And then I'm gonna apply my lasting fix spray because I feel like I'm too matte now. Ooh, you don't need this much, but you know me, you gotta be extra. So now it's time for lipstick. I'm gonna wipe off my lip gloss. I'm gonna use my nude lipstick, my NYX Cosmetics lipstick in the shade Dainty Days. Like I said, NYX is having a 50% sale, so go get these lipsticks. Okay, they're good. And this is not a matte lipstick, but you know, it says it's a matte lipstick, but it's not matte. To be quite honest, this is not a matte lipstick. I look so hungry, and I am hungry, to be quite honest. I'm gonna take my lip liner brush. You can get this from Ccgrwm. This is a lip liner brush. It's actually even written lip liner brush right there in the number 417 by Color. I'm gonna take a brown shade and I'm gonna line my lips. Yes, I use eyeshadow to line my lips because it's easier, it blends quicker, and it just works. Okay, if it works, use it. There's no rules when it comes to makeup. Create your own rules. Okay. I also have a nude lipstick tutorial, like for your matte and lip gloss tutorial. So if you're interested, even if you're not interested, check it out. Check it out. I also have a red one. Check that one out because I actually love that combo. So I'm just gonna take my concealer brush and then I'm just gonna clean it up. I'm not gonna add more concealer to this brush. I'm just gonna use it as it is. I'm gonna put gloss, but before I put gloss, I'm gonna spray my face again, set my face again. So I'm not a big fan of highlighter, but if I do decide to use it, I use it. I'm gonna use this Essence highlighter and I'm just gonna apply it on my brow bone. That's it. I don't want it anywhere else because I just broke it. The heck? It's a sign that I shouldn't use it. I don't know, it depends how I'm feeling when it comes to highlighter, to be quite honest. Sometimes I just don't feel it, sometimes I'm for it, you know. So I've done my hair. Ooh. I've done my hair. I'm just gonna apply lip gloss and then we'll be done. I'm gonna use my Essence lip gloss in the shade Clear. Obviously this one is tinted because I always apply it on top of nudes. And then I'm gonna use my Wet n Wild lipstick in the shade Caught You Bare Naked. This is the end result. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, guys. It's my hair for me. It is my hair for me. You must like this video. You must like this video because I look beautiful. So this is the end result. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Also, please don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you're notified for my every upload.